are. Geralt's gonna take a little nap. In just a moment. So let's go to okay, 5 a.m. Hey, you're looking good, Geralt. You got those professor's glasses, got a nice haircut, some mutton chops. Yeah, that Ursine armor is sharp. Put some red dye on it for highlights. Yeah. Let's go do this.
Liam and Matilda.
What? My work's ice cold. No one can grip the damn thing.
We gotta go over to the Duntine Crossroads. Cannot believe I missed this mission on my first playthrough. For context, it'll be funny.
I cannot shut my eyes, for fear the nightmare comes again. Give me peace, please. What makes you insist on me as your victim? Why choose me to torment? Begone, foul spirit!
You're tormented. By what?
Forgive me, but I must ask directly. Are you a man? I no longer trust my senses.
Not exactly. I'm a witcher. Quite a few folk think I don't deserve to be classified as a member of the human species. Know some personally.
A witcher? But no, nor can you help me.
We'll see. Just tell me what the problem is.
A foulness, a demon or wraith haunts me, grants me no rest. It wants something. I sense this, but know not what. Each day it appears, tarries, then leaves. It's here now, there, beyond the trees.
Don't see a thing.
Of course not. It cannot be seen.
Yet you see it?
Only when I drink the brew, which brings a pain to my head, nausea. But I endured these to keep an eye on the wraith, my tormentor.
This demon of yours, can you describe it?
It is an enormous horse, its hoofbeats pounding in the dark. It gallops to me, stops, stares, then runs on.
Sure it's not just a wild horse, run-of-the-mill?
The creature is not of this world. When it gazes at me, a terrible chill pervades my soul. It is evil condensed, its eyes black, void. Each time it comes, terror grips me. I cease what I'm doing, still my breath and heart.
What's your brew made of? Gotta wonder what's causing such strong visions. You drop in some mushroom, jumper tub, dancing dewlap?
Close. The common grey top. I see you know your herbs.
Grey top? Variety's extinct if I recall correctly.
Nearly, but not quite. I was able to grow a few from dried spores. I'd hoped a brew of grey top would reveal this nightmare. I was not wrong.
Far as I know, grey top produces some powerful side effects. Though it can, in fact, reveal the hidden. The immaterial.
Yes, I see the evil. Better that than to know it is there, but not know where.
Fine. You seem sure something's out there. I'll see what I can do. Start by taking a look around.
I'm dead on my feet. Tight.
Medallion's vibrating. Magic nearby. Just can't see a source anywhere.
It looked at you, then galloped into the woods.
Dead moths. Attracted to some ghosts like to the light of a candle. Seems there's at least some truth to the hermit's ravings. Drops of blood on the pillow. Trail of him leading to the window. Common gray top. Strong hallucinogen. Thought extinct. Don't often get to see that. Common gray top drinks the hermit's strong hallucinogen. That I know. Extinct. Don't often get to see that. Maybe she can tell me something more.
Fellow sons and daughters of Leviota, the end is nigh. Mend your ways and put your faith in the good tome. For our prophet has written, to shun the pleasures of the flesh and shirk from comfort is at times recommended, and to value one's neighbor's fortune above one's own comfort is commendable. That is why we, the eighth-day flagellants, scourge ourselves and torment our flesh to ensure all folk of the world enjoy long and prosperous lives. Whatever evil, sickness, or misconduct lurks in the world's dark corners survives not because we have been negligent in striking our backs with the whip.
Witcher.
Heard flagellants whip themselves to atone for all humankind's wrongs. To appease the gods, gain their forgiveness. That why you do it?
We've each our own reasons. I seek to atone for the suffering of a living being, which once fell victim to another's vanity. I care not for humankind, preferring instead the company of animals.
Most likely some kind of wraiths tormenting you. Can't tell what kind, though. Felt weak, spent lately? Notice bite marks on your skin?
As I said, I feel weaker by the day. And bites, of course. There are lice and midges here aplenty.
This isn't lice. Something much bigger drinks your blood while you sleep.
But I do not sleep. Not a wink. He's always present, always watching. I cannot bear it any longer.
Sadly, not much I can do. Can't exterminate it if I can't see it.
The Grey Top. I shall make a brew of it for you. I've 2 mushrooms left, enough for 1 dose. Perhaps then you'll see what I do.
This mushroom, even in me, could produce some nasty, unpredictable side effects.
True. There is no knowing how Grey Top would affect a mutated body.
You're just in time for the good
Proper
part.
brew could be our only chance to figure this out. All right. High time we tried this.
It wasn't too much further into this that I decided to reload my save and broadcast this because it's hilarious. Here, your mushroom tea, sir.
If I start muttering something about unicorns or sorceresses, ignore it. see no wraith.
Wow, this clover's amazing. Now that's what I call a bouquet.
Who said that?
Oh, you're awake. Had me worried. You were out way too long. Even considered giving you some white honey. Kinda hard to do with hooves, though.
Roach? Your voice. It's, interesting. Gotta say, I expected a young mare to sound, girlish.
Based on what? Your vast experience with talking animals? Far as I know, I'm your first.
Good point. Must be the brew that did this. Interesting side effect.
Great, isn't it? You should take this stuff more often. Got so many pointers I could give you.
Can't, sadly. Drinking this too often could prove fatal.
That's part.
Hey, know how you always show up when I whistle? How's that work exactly?
Well, you're my human. Gotta be there when you need me. Yes, I'll be there for you, ooh, as the world falls down.
Still kinda strange. How you cross the ocean when I call sometimes, but then get hung up on the tiniest fence. What's that about?
What can I say? Everyone's got limits.
Listen, got this contract I need to finish before the brew wears off.
Right. Monster won't slay itself. Let me see. First up, I need to know what we're dealing with. Follow me, and try not to trample any plants or small animals. Geralt, we gotta inspect this area closely. I'll look for clues. You stand there and... well, just stand.
Right.
Will you look at that?
Don't see anything here.
These are hoof prints. Not just any old horses either. These were left by an astral being. Or the worldly. We gotta follow them. Geralt, look! This here's definitely a clue!
Dead moths often mean a phantom's nearby.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Now, what about the smell? Same whiff I caught at the cemetery in Vizima when we were hunting ghouls. The smell of... death.
Smells normal to me. Not taking me for a ride, are you?
Seriously? All right. Now I know what we're up against. Right, Geralt. Let's sum up what we know so far.
Well, I mean...
We're dealing with some kind of wraith or phantom, most likely. It visits the hermit at night, drinks her blood. Even if we manage to find it, I've got no idea how I could possibly fight it.
Geralt, please, I got this. It's definitely an Umbra, an immaterial wraith. This one's assumed the form of a horse.
An Umbra actually makes sense. Umbrae are completely invisible, even to witchers. But how can you be sure?
Because it's not invisible to me, Doofus. It's right over there. It's getting away! Come on, Witcher! Hop in the saddle! Gotta catch it! There's the Umbra! Let's go, Geralt! After it! Hey! Gotta save my strength a bit. No telling how long we're gonna need to keep running. Geralt, we gotta have a man-to-horse talk. No offense, but your riding skills, they leave a bit to be desired, buddy. You'd really do me a solid if you could, apply a slightly surer hand. Be a little more decisive about where you want me to go. Sometimes I got no idea, buddy. Do I go left, right, court where I'm standing?
Yeah, and it'd be great if you could respond more fluidly to my commands.
Hey, heard this one? Horse walks into a tavern, and the innkeeper says, "Hey, pal, why the long face?" Ah! Let's not lose sight of that umbra. Can you see it now?
Yeah, it's right there. Run, Roach.
What the fuck do you think I'm doing?
As long as we're being candid, I gotta ask. Why do you sometimes buck me off in the middle of a fight?
First I've heard. Don't recall that ever happening.
Yes, you don't.
Melted into thin air. Geralt, watch out! Good gods! Which were the overgrown demons?
Alright, let's add another thing to the list here. Yeah, he does.
Some kind of glowy magic thing going on with this tombstone. We should check it out.
Marcello Clerici, knight. Died last year. Was more or less the same age as our hermit. Seems his spirit's become a horse-shaped umbra that's tormenting Penastri.
Why are you telling me this? I can read and draw my own conclusions.
Thinking aloud, that's all. Helps me focus.
Geralt, it's the Umbra! Attack!
Let me explain.
Talk, but make it fast. Why are you tormenting the hermit?
She torments me, refuses to forgive me. I'm denied peace in the afterlife, and it's all her doing. Each day I come and beg her for clemency.
Beg her for clemency. You drink her blood, drive her mad with fear.
I don't know how to explain it, but yes, a monstrous force takes me. Though I also know I'll not have peace till the day Penastri forgives me.
You and the hermit, how do you know each other?
We met as babes, grew up side by side. I loved her. Yet she was always sad. Nothing could cheer her. The world terrified her. I thought her gloom came from being poor. So I did my damnedest to take us from our village, make us a better life elsewhere. Became a squire, took her with me to the palace. But Penastri soon learned nobles are no more decent than peasants, not a speck. Once even I'd grown vile to her eyes, she fled the palace and joined the Flatulence. I left the court to be near her, yet she cast me off. Said she didn't want to know me. When the whip-bearers proved too hard-hearted for her too, she became a hermit. I see it clearly now, though I never understood her while alive. From the grave's dark depth, the living are bright, sharp flares. You see all their thoughts at once? Now I understand why she had to cast me off.
She's full of rage. Probably what turned you into an Umbra. Why take the form of a horse?
A horse? What do you mean? Each day since I died, a power lifts me from my grave and makes me run. Then I return with blood in my mouth. I don't know what this is, how it comes to pass, but I do know the torment will continue until she forgives me. But she sees me as a horse, you say?
Seems so. Same way I saw you. Must have hurt her something awful if she refuses to forgive you, would rather see you suffer. What did you do?
To her? Nothing. But my horse, I flogged it to death. Penastri, she saw this. Proud stallion, my Blaze. But he was a bucker, and tossed me during a tourney. One I'd wanted to win badly. Penastri had been so glad they'd let me stand. Me, a peasant's son. I wanted to win it for her. But that horse made me loose. Rage overcame me. I struck and struck until at last he fell. Oh, the regret. I beg you, forgive me. Absolve me in Blaze's very name.
Can't forgive you for that. Not in my power.
But your horse could? Please, I'd do anything. I'm desperate. Help me. Noble mare, forgive me my sin.
Could free his spirit, pardoning him on behalf of his horse. But you shouldn't do it if you don't think he deserves forgiveness.
Did a rotten thing. Got no excuse. Your horse was loyal. Did the best damn job he could. 'Cause that's how we horses are.
True. I know I deserved what befell me.
But we aren't vengeful, don't hold grudges, don't dwell on being left in monster-infested woods. So, in your poor Blaze's name, I forgive you.
Oh, thank you. I feel it's incredible. Such relief, such lightness.
All right then. Guess we might as well head back. Penastri's nights ought to be ghost-free from now on. Anything to add, Geralt?
Nope. Let's go see her.
Just tripping balls with his horse.
Phantom's gone. Shouldn't torment you ever again.
I felt a change. I did. As if I'd been released from a cramped, dank cellar. I had come to believe no one could help me. I'm grateful, Witcher. I'm well aware Witchers work for hire, for pay. But I've no coin, alas. I can offer only this.
Potatoes.
A good crop this year. Exceptional.
Ought to thank my horse, actually. Phantom's departure, mostly Roach's doing.
Then I thank you too, noble creature.
Gotta admit, easy peasy with our powers combined. So, what now? We hit the path? Ride to the nearest notice board? Rustle up another contract?
Exactly. Oh, effects of the bruise waning. I can feel it. Won't be able to understand you soon.
Ah, that's horseshit. I mean, I got so much more I want to tell you, and...
Clever beasts, horses. Farewell, Witcher.
When I first started this mission, before I reloaded to save the broadcast, that I'd found the potatoes in the cave and I had taken them. I wonder how it would turn out in the end if you steal all the potatoes before you finish the quest. That's glorious. Oh, wait, what do we have to do here? We're really running out of stuff. And we'll run a little bit. That's what I was going after, question marks. And I stumbled, I walked through from being over here to get this, and then I swam down, and I happened upon that. I missed it in my first playthrough. Equine Phantoms. Which is surprising, because I did explore all the undiscovered locations. I just didn't happen through this neck of the woods, so I didn't get the mission.
Faster.
Well, you ain't going anywhere that way, are you?
Come on.
Hey, be nice to him. Her. Roach.
Let's go.
Hey, get off the tree, Roach. And we were just talking about this. Good, bring it on. Try and get through my Quen shield, I dare you. Well, we're still at 30%. Oh, I got a straggler. Oh, it's the monster den. Where is this? What do we got in here? What are we dealing with? Oh, more wolves. Okay. Maybe I didn't explore all the undiscovered locations. I feel like I did though, but I don't remember this place. I really don't need any of the dog tallow. Oh, I got a straggler back here. What are you doing? Oh, a werewolf. I was in here. I remember this cave now. Come on, you're only at 91%. You got a long way to go before you knock my shield down. And you're dead. You only got it down to 86%. I do remember this cave now, because there was a bunch of wolves, and then you come across the werewolf. Oh, more orange armor die? Yeah. I like options. Yeah, I really don't need any of this crap. And this is a journal about the werewolf. I don't see an enemy there. And we're almost at our weight limit too. Alright, Roach, I'm gonna hoof it. I'm leaving you in monster infested woods. What's this place? Oh, it's on the map. Re-up the beast oil because I'm not using the ability where I get unlimited charges at the moment. Never mind the fact that I currently have 105% damage reduction from these guys. 25% from the blade oil, 80 from the armor. You can't touch this. Ooh, what do we got? Draconid oil. I don't have a thing for monsters equipped right now. Come on, 96% all that took me down to? Come on. You have a nice day, sir. What do we got?
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
Let's take as much as we can. I don't need any of this junk. I don't need money anymore. Really. Except for doing my runes for my other armor. If I want to change it, really. We're almost level 100. You can't come close enough to me. Wait, are you scared? That mutation I'm using is fun. Critical effects like bleeding will activate a random decoction for 120 seconds. Up to 3 can be active at a time. It results in some pretty fun stuff. And it also allows you to read your senses. Oh boy. Of course, the flutter. We all float down here. What's this? Ore and ingots. What does this say? Speleologists? Speleologists? This is a lot of reading. Well, that sucks for that guy. And we're overweight. Gemini, get out from behind there. Good boy. Can't get up on that ledge. Kinda looks like I should be able to. Is there anything underwater in them? Like passageways? No. That's the way we came in. But it looks like you can get up there on that ledge over there. And the map continues. I wonder if there's another entrance nearby. Wait, let's see if we can figure this out. In the direction I'm currently facing. Could be there. Or off the end of this road somewhere. There might be another entrance of some sort. Let's go take a peek. These aren't bar guests. Oh, a bandit camp.
Come on.
You're about to see one of my nastier sides. Come on.
Yo.
What's up? Off with your head.
Oh, Witcher 3, my favorite game.
It's quickly become my favorite game too. Like, even though this is like encroaching the end of my second playthrough, and this is on Death March, I will play this game multiple more times, even though everything will be severely underleveled, just to do different dialogue options, just to see different, the different end outcomes. I mean, I think there's like 36 possible combinations of outcomes for endings. It's insane. I don't really need anything to sell. I don't know, but I take it anyways. I can't help it. Oh, this is the journal from Four Fingers Filbert. I remember that from my first playthrough. I don't need any of that. I do need to eat some food though. Because I am using the gourmet ability, so I get the 20-minute regeneration with that.
Yeah, so many hidden stuffs I finished twice and still I discover new things.
Oh, I absolutely believe that, because that was the whole point of this broadcast. My first playthrough, I missed the Equine Phantoms mission. And when I started it, and Geralt drank the mushroom brew and starts talking to Roach, and they're tripping balls, I'm like, oh, I gotta broadcast this. This is great. Let's see, this is Montcrane Castle. There's a wyvern or a forktail over here.
Take it easy.
I know there's one here. Where is it?
Go, go.
He's not out right now. I haven't killed it yet, I know that much. There's a Slizard.
Playing on PC or console?
I'm on PS4. I got a PS4 Pro. One of these days I'd like to invest in a gaming PC just so I can play with mods for different games that it's not allowed on console. I mean, I play Skyrim modded sometimes. I have my Quenstein buffed up so high right now. Holy crap!
PS5 is coming.
I'm really excited about it. There's also a lot of really good games coming out this year on the PS4 to keep us occupied. Well, I think their general releases even. I just played the demo for the Final Fantasy VII Remake earlier tonight, and I am super excited about that. That was one of my favorite games of all time from the PS1. I'm also looking forward to Doom Eternal, Cyberpunk 2077, especially now that I've played this and I see what CD Projekt Red's work is like. I really want to play Cyberpunk. Oh, what else? There was something else that got moved back. And I can't remember what it was. Oh, no. Doom was what got moved back. And CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077. But there's Final Fantasy VII Remake and the Resident Evil 3 Remake coming up. Those are on my to-play list before PS5 gets here. Oh, put that back.
Yeah, FF7 and Re 3 can't wait.
I'm super excited for Resident Evil 3 especially, as I never actually finished the original on the PlayStation. I was in a really rough situation when I got to the end of it, and I really didn't have a lot of ammo. I got a sword I gotta repair here. One of you guys to blow up. It would probably also help if I did this. Actually, I got a couple different things I can do here. And get some bonus experience out of these guys because they are level 100. Yeah, I was really close to the end of Resident Evil 3 on the PlayStation 1. I still have my PS2 and my copy of Resident Evil 3 and my memory card. I could hook it up to one of my other TVs and attempt to finish it, but I think that would just confuse me whether I did it before or after playing the remake. Journeymans. Oh, man, that. I need to get to. My armor holding up. Let me pick increments. Okay. 95, 94, 95, or 80. Let me see an amateur. In case you were wondering what I'm bugsitting here. I'm even just sitting on 5 points right now. I just did a respec because I was using the feline school gear and a real strong attack build with the second life mutation. Now it's mostly Quen, some heavy attack skills, and it's a little bit of the alchemy stuff here. And then on my armor, I got the enchantment
I didn't play original FF2.
Oh, like the original Final Fantasy, like number 1 from the Nintendo, or the original Final Fantasy VII?
I played FF15 though.
See, 15 is
oh, I see.
Yeah, I haven't played 15 yet. My brother has it. I can borrow it from him at any point in time. But yeah.
FF1.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, in my personal opinion, it would be worth it to pick up a Nintendo Classic Mini if you can find one, just to play the original Final Fantasy VII. I mean, I never knew it when I originally played the game, but there's actually, I mean, it's pretty much bug-free, but there's a spell in the game that doesn't work properly. That was back in the days of, releasing games, and if they had a bug or a glitch in them, then, oh well, we can't patch it out later. But the NES Classic Mini is a good investment for that, and, well, all 3 Super Mario Brothers games, Dr. Mario. But yeah, I'm getting plus 60% here on my Quen intensity between my boots, trousers, and gloves. So I'm running like 536 to physical damage reduction. On top of the ridiculous bonuses granted to you by the Ursine armor. I gotta wind up in the right situations here where I even start taking damage.
I loved FF15 story so much, hence my name Noctis. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes.
That was funny. I have my audio read back on so I can hear what you're commenting through my headphones. I don't have to look at my phone to read it. And it described your, it described in full detail.
You got there.
Thank you. Yeah, it described in full detail the emoji rather than, just leaving it be. It described it. that was pretty funny. And I knew I recognized your username, Noctis. I'm like, where's that? Oh, like, that's one of the characters in Final Fantasy 15. I had actually borrowed that from my brother, and I meant to start playing it. And I can't remember what the hell else I got into around that time, but it wasn't that. He had let me borrow a couple of things. I actually play, that's one of the reasons why I'll replay this game so much, is just to mess around with different builds even. I'm pretty sure that's why they threw in the option to turn on level scaling. So you can do repeated playthroughs and still keep it challenging. I had to imagine at some point it becomes too challenging. Oh, they broke it.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm kind of currently in between stuff. I actually just went out and picked up a couple of applications today. Most of my work history is in manufacturing, various sorts of work in those regards. I've worked for a place that made parts for air conditioners, or refrigeration units even in some cases. I worked in a fabrication shop that made storage racks for warehouses. My last manufacturing position made solenoids and valves. I've worked for a place that made fuel nozzles for jet engines, that sort of stuff. I kind of don't want to do it anymore, though. In my experience, most people who work in factories are treated horribly. It's too much favoritism. It just gets messy. What do you do for a living?
Okay, I subbed, gotta go, buddy, see you later.
Alright, you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. I remember that too. So close to level 100. last undiscovered location. Still got a vineyard infestation to take care of, though. Go there first. Hey.
Not so fast, Roach.
So let's probably get it right from the fast travel menu, but it'll take us right there. We'll take care of this vineyard infestation, and then we'll call it a night. Oh, wrong oil. I thought these were archospores.
Giant centipede spawning ground. Should destroy it.
There's that magical level 100. Congratulations, Geralt, you're level 100.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm at a loss for words, Master. Thank you. Alright, well now it's just a matter of tying up our quests. We got the main quest line mostly to do and just a few others. Oh, and the Tupo monster. That'll be the next on my to-do list.
Well, I'm going to call a broadcast, and take it easy.
See ya.